Okay, then you can type your attendance now. All of you please type your attendance. Okay, then what we have discussed in our previous class, we are discussing about our third chapter, is it? Understanding quadrilaterals. And in our previous class, I think we have discussed about sum of exterior angle of a polygon, is it? Is it? Then what is the sum of exterior angle of a polygon? What is the sum of exterior angles of a polygon?
360 degree.
360 degree. For any polygon, the sum of exterior angle should be 360 degree. That we have discussed in our previous class. Then I have given a homework for you and one assignment. Did you remember the assignment? There is a question I have given for you to submit as your assignment on Friday. It's been Tuesday. Where's your assignment? You have to submit it by tomorrow, okay? Okay. Then what about exercise 3.2 in page number 44? Exercise 3.2 in page number 44. Can you find its answer too? Okay. First question is very simple. You have to find the measure of exterior angles. And you know that what is the sum of exterior angle? For any polygon, the sum of exterior angle should be 360 degree. So we can find the remaining exterior angles, is it? Okay, then first one, find x in the following figures. For figure A, what should be the value of x? What should be the value of x? In figure A, there are two exterior angles are given. They are 125 degree each. Then what about the third one? What about the third one?
Hmm? 110.
110. How will you get this 110? We know that the sum of exterior angles is 360 degree for any polygon. That's why we know that among the three exterior angles, the measure of two of them are given. So we can find the remaining one. Okay. Then what about figure B? There is 5 exterior angles are there, and among them only 2 of the measures are given. And we know that the remaining 2 are 90 degree, is it? And so we have to find the value of x. Then what should be the value of x? 2 of them are 90 degree and one is 70 and the other is 60. Then what should be the sum?
130.
What's it?
130.
140.
30.
30. Is it 130?
No, miss, 50.
The sum of 70, 60 and 90 plus 90 is 310. Okay. And we know that the sum of exterior angles of any polygon is 360 degree. Then what should be the remaining angle? That is angle x. That should be the difference between 360 and 310. That is 50 degree. Okay, Sridev, please turn on your camera and mark your attendance.
Miss, avanu camera onakan pattilla, avan aashutriyila ulla amma durti.
Okay. What happened?
അവൻ
ഹോസ്പിറ്റൽ കേസ്
Okay, I can't get it clear. നമുക്ക് പിന്നെ വിളിച്ചു നോക്കാം. Okay. Then the second question. What is the second question? Find the measure of each exterior angle of a regular polygon of 9 side, 15 side. What's the regular polygon? What's the regular polygon?
Each sides of angles and
All sides and angles are equal for regular polygons, is it? So, number of sides are given. First one is 9-sided polygon. Then in the case of 9-sided regular polygon, we know that the sum of exterior angle should be 360 degree. Is it? Then what is the measure of each exterior angle? What is it? There are 9 sides. That's why we can say that there are 9 exterior angles. The number of sides and number of angles should be equal. That's why there should be 9 exterior angles, and we know that the sum of those 9 exterior angles should be 360 degree. Then what is the measure of each angle?
40 degree.
It should be 40 degree. That is 360 degree divided by number of sides or number of angles. That is 9. 360 divided by 9 is 40 degree. So each exterior angle of that regular polygon having side 9 is 40 degree. Okay. Then what about a regular polygon of having 15 sides? What about 15 sides? What about 16 sides, 15 sides? The total angle is 360 and there are 15 angles. So for getting the measure of one angle, we have to divide the total angle with the number of angles. That is 360 divided by 15. What is it?
24 degree.
It is 24 degree. So each exterior angle should be 24 degree. Okay. Similarly, you can find the remaining answers too. You can do it as your homework. Question number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay. Then now we are going to discuss about some kinds of quadrilaterals. As you know, the name of our chapter is Understanding Quadrilaterals. In our previous classes, we are discussed about different polygons, is it? Now, we are going to discuss about some kinds of quadrilaterals. Okay. There is a first quadrilateral given. What is our first quadrilateral? Trapezium. Did you hear the name of trapezium? Did you heard about trapezium? No. Trapezium is a quadrilateral. What is a quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is a polygon having 4 sides and 4 angles. So, trapezium is also a quadrilateral having 4 sides and 4 angles. And there is a specialty for this quadrilateral. That is, in trapezium, one pair of opposite sides should be parallel. One pair of opposite sides should be parallel for trapezium. I am here drawing two parallel lines. Parallel lines means, what's a parallel line? What's a parallel line? A line which
Straight
never
line.
intersects. Two lines which never intersects are known as parallel, is it? So I have drawn here two parallel lines and I am going to join their ends. Okay. I am going to end their it. So here you can see that here is a quadrilateral, is it? This quadrilateral, this is a polygon having 4 sides And what is the specialty of this quadrilateral? What is the specialty of this quadrilateral? The marked sides are parallel. That is, one pair of opposite sides should be parallel for trapezium. What's a trapezium? Trapezium is a quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides parallel. Okay, you can see in your textbook page number 44, there are some trapeziums are given. And some figure which are not trapeziums are also given. Can you find the difference between them? Can you find the difference between them? Yes, what are the difference between them?
One side is different from another side.
Okay, then in the second set, there is a second picture I have to show you. That is this one. Can you see this? This one. Okay, what is the specialty of this picture? What is the specialty of this picture?
All sides are different.
It has 5 sides, is it? There is also one pair of opposite sides are parallel, but the number of sides is 5. That's why it's not a trapezium.
Miss, four sides ആണ് വേണ്ടത്.
Yes, trapezium is a quadrilateral. That's why trapezium should have 4 sides and 4 angles, along with one pair of opposite sides parallel. Okay. And there is a work given for you in the last of page number 44. Do this. Okay. For that, first you have to choose 3 identical cutouts of congruent triangles of sides 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. What's congruent triangles? What's mean by congruent triangles? What do you mean by congruent triangle? Their sides should be same. For congruent triangles, the measure of the side should be same. Okay. So here in figure 3.11, you can see that there are 3 congruent triangles are taken together to form a trapezium. Is it? Is it? There are how many triangles are taken? 3 triangles are taken to form a trapezium. And what are the specialty of these triangles? What are the specialty of these triangles? They are congruent and their sides, the measure of their sides is 3 centimeter, 4 centimeter, and 5 centimeter. Okay. So we can draw that picture here like this. Assume that these all 3 triangles are congruent. Note it is. Okay. Okay. Here is 3 triangles taken together to form a trapezium. Is it? And in next page, you can see that you get a trapezium. Which are the parallel sides here? Which are the parallel sides here? Can you mark the parallel sides in this picture? Can you mark it? Which are the parallel sides here in this trapezium? Trapezium is 4-sided quadrilateral having one pair of parallel sides. Then here, which are the parallel sides? Which are the parallel sides? This one and this one. Is it? These are the parallel sides. Then, what should the non-parallel sides be equal? Next question. Should the non-parallel sides should be equal? In your textbook, you can see there some measures are also written for our figure. Then what about the non-parallel sides? Is it is same? The measure of, no, the measure of non-parallel sides are 4 centimeter and 3 centimeter. Then we get it as different. Okay, then the measure of the non-parallel sides are not same. Okay. Then what about the next one? You can get 2 more trapeziums using the same set of triangles. Find them out and discuss their shapes. Using these same triangles, how will you form another 2 pair of trapeziums? By interchanging the position of these 3 triangles. Here we have 3 triangles, is it? By interchanging their position, we can make two more trapeziums. Okay. So you have to cut a piece of paper into 3 congruent triangles of measures 3, 4, and 5 centimeter. And then you can check this. Okay. Okay. Then take 4 squares from your and your friend's instrument boxes. Do you have instrument boxes? No. What about Ijaz and Anne Maria? You have instrument boxes? If no, you have to buy one because our next chapter is practical geometry. We have to draw so many geometrical figures in our next chapter and we need geometrical instruments. That's why you have to buy a geometrical box, okay, or instrument box. Okay, then leave it. Then this is the first type of quadrilateral. What is our first type of quadrilateral? It is
Trapezium.
What is a trapezium? What's a trapezium?
Trapezium is a quadrilateral that having 2 parallel.
Okay, trapezium is a quadrilateral having 1 pair of opposite sides parallel. 1 pair of opposite sides parallel aguna quadrilateral another trapezium. Okay, then moving to our next one, that is kite. Did you heard about kites? Did you heard about kites? Do you know how to make a
Yes.
kite? What is the specialty of a kite? What is the specialty of a kite? What's it?
There are 4 sides, 2 sides are equal and another 2 sides are equal.
Okay, very good. For a kite, we know that the adjacent 2 sides may be equal. That is, here you can see that the 2 sides are equal and I'm just drawing the other 2 sides as equal. This is the form of a kite. Here, this one and this one are equal and the sides marked with the blue color are also equal. Okay, this is the basic form of a kite and kite is also a quadrilateral. Okay, you can see in your textbook there are some kinds of kites are given and some pictures which are not kites are also given. Then what is the difference between them? What is the difference between them? What is the difference between them? In the second figure, one having 5 sides and the second one having opposite sides parallel. Is it? Okay. Then what about the third one? What about the third one? In third one, all the 3 sides are equal. We don't need to have all the 3 sides or all the 4 sides are to be equal. We only have to get a 4-sided polygon having exactly 2 distinct consecutive pair of sides of equal length. What's it? Exactly 2 distinct consecutive pair of sides of equal length for a kite. Okay, then these are the 2 types of quadrilateral which are not so much important. That is trapezium and kite. You just have to remember them. Trapezium and kite. Okay. Then in page number 45, you can see there is another do this question for you. Take a thick white sheet. Fold the paper once. Draw two line segments of different lengths as shown in figure 3.12. Cut along the line segment and open up. You have a shape of kite. This is an activity for making a kite. Okay. Can you do that? Can you do that? You can make kite using different color papers or different colors or etc. as your creativity. Okay. You can you just try to make a kite. Okay. All the very detailed steps are given in your textbook. Do you have any doubt? Then please ask me. It's very detailedly given in your textbook. That is, cut along the line segment and open up. You have the shape of a kite. Has the kite any line symmetry? Has the kite any line symmetry? Is there is any line symmetry for kites? For that, fold both diagonals of the kite. Use the set square. You need a set square. Okay, then you have to make this after buying your instrument box. Okay. Okay. Then check the angle. You have to check the angles for equal measure. How to check angles? Using protractors. Protractors. You can check the angles measures also. Okay. So first of all, you have to buy an instrument box. Okay. Then shall we move to our next next quadrilateral, that is parallelogram. We are discussing about some kinds of quadrilaterals, and our first quadrilateral we have discussed is trapezium. Trapezium is a quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides parallel, and another four-sided quadrilateral or four-sided polygon or quadrilateral is kite, and in kite is also a quadrilateral having four sides and four angles with the consecutive sides are equal. Next, we are going to discuss about parallelogram. Did you heard about parallelogram? Yes. I think you are all familiar with parallelogram. Then what is a parallelogram? What is a parallelogram? What is it?
To do with the parallel line.
What's a parallelogram? Parallelogram is also a four-sided polygon, is it? Or quadrilateral. Then what is the specialty of a parallelogram? What is the specialty of a parallelogram?
To do with the parallel lines.
It should have two pairs of opposite sides which are parallel, is it? So, I'm just drawing here a parallelogram. Is this a parallelogram? No, these
Yes.
are two parallel lines only, is it? So, making this parallelogram, we have to close this figure. That is, we have to get a quadrilateral first. As you know, this is a four-sided polygon having opposite sides equal and parallel. The opposite sides are equal and also parallel, is it? So this is a parallelogram. So the specialties of a parallelogram are, how many sides a parallelogram have? Four sides. So we can say a parallelogram is a quadrilateral. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral having four sides and four angles, and the opposite sides are equal and parallel. Okay. Okay, in your textbook page number 46, you can see there are some parallelograms and some figures which are not parallelograms. Is it? Then what are the difference between them? What are the difference between them?
First one sides is not equal.
First one, it is trapezium, is it? Then what is the difference between a trapezium and a parallelogram? What is the difference
Trapezium
between?
have only one pair of parallel lines.
Yes, for a trapezium, it have only one pair of parallel sides, and the measure of or length of their side need not be same. But in the case of parallelogram, we have to get a four-sided polygon having opposite sides have equal length and they should be parallel. Okay. Is it clear the concept of a parallelogram? Then you can see that there is a representation of AB and DC. Do you know how it reads? Do you know how it reads?
AB square.
Line AB is parallel to line DC. That it means that is ABCD. Here are some A, B, C and D. In this case, we can say that AB, line AB, we have to write it as line AB. For that, I am just using capital letters, and for representing the line AB, we have to draw a line above the AB. Okay. So, we can read it as line AB. And also, line AB is parallel to line DC. For representing the parallel symbol, we have to draw two parallel lines vertically. Okay, we have to draw two parallel lines vertically for representing parallel. So, what we can read it as line AB is parallel to which one is parallel to line AB? Line DC. Is it? Line AB is parallel to line DC. And how will you represent line DC? We have to draw a line above D and C. That is DC. So we can read that line AB is parallel to line DC. Similarly, we can write it as line AD is also parallel to line AB is parallel to line BC also. Then how can we write it as a line AD? Line AD can be written as AD and there is a line, and also parallel means two vertical lines are drawing for representing the parallel. AD parallel to line AD parallel to which one? Line BC. For making it line BC, we have to draw a line 2. So we can say that line AB and line DC are parallel and line AD and line BC are parallel. Is it clear? This is a simple representation of line and their parallel. Okay. 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 Then you can see in your page number 47, there is a definition for parallelogram. What's a definition for parallelogram? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Okay. Then there is another do this question for you in page number 46. What's it? Here is also we have to take two rectangular cardboard strips of different widths. And after that, place one strip horizontally and draw lines along its edges as shown in the figure. Now place the other strip in the slant position over the lines drawn and use this to draw two more lines as shown figure. That we in that activity we are just drawing parallelograms. Okay, how will you draw a parallelogram? For that, we need two cardboard pieces. Okay, I'm just showing you as rectangle. So first of all, I am going to place a rectangle horizontally, and I'm just going to place another rectangle vertically, and also oh, we can't move it. Or in this case also, a rectangle is also a parallelogram, is it? Rectangle is also a parallelogram. We can say it as a rectangle as parallelogram. If these sides are two slides, okay, we can make it by drawing lines. Okay. We can make it by drawing lines. So in this case, we have placed one rectangle over the other. Is it? Then in this area, in this inside area, we can see that there is a place where we can say it as a parallelogram. That's it. That's the activity given in your textbook, page number 46. Do this. I think there are lot of do this activities for you in this chapter. Okay, you can try this using some paper cuttings or cardboard sheets. Okay. And this is a parallelogram. That is, a parallelogram is a quadrilateral having a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Next, we have to study about the elements of a parallelogram. Did you heard about elements of a parallelogram? Wait, why are you late?
മിസ് ക്ലാസ്സിന് കുറേ മുമ്പ് ഷോപ്പിൽ പോയായിരുന്നു.
Okay. Then we have discussed about, yes.
മിസ് വീഡിയോ ഓൺ ആക്കുമ്പോൾ zoom to access your camera for device menu എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് കാണിക്കുക.
You can allow his permission.
Okay.
Okay. Then in today's class we have discussed about what we have discussed today. Some kinds of parallelogram. Is it? Some kind of, not parallelogram, quadrilaterals. We have discussed about some kinds of quadrilateral. Which was our first kind? Our first kind was trapezium. Then what's a trapezium? Trapezium is a quadrilateral having one pair of opposite sides should be parallel. Okay. Then after that we have discussed about kite. As you all know, what is a kite? In the case of kite also has four sides and exactly two distinct consecutive pair of sides of equal length. Okay. And after that we have discussed about parallelograms. Then what's a parallelogram? A parallelogram is a quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Next we have to study about the elements of a parallelogram. And before that, you can see in your textbook page number 47, we need some set squares, is it? So you are all need to buy a instrument box before our next class. We have to make so many figures. I think it's Lockdown. Can you get it by next class? Okay,
Miss,
just try. Okay. Okay, then that's enough. We have only 2 more minutes remaining. We can't complete the next topic. That's why I'm just stopping here. We can discuss the elements of parallelogram in our next class. Okay. Okay. Then do you have any doubts regarding these topics? You can ask now. No. And Maria. What about Faith?
Miss, I will attend YouTube class and ask Miss.
Okay, that's fine. Then if there is nothing to say, you can leave now.